Living in the moment is so important. JT and I took a walk out by the Carson River this morning because the weather is absolutely gorgeous. The temperatures have dropped quite a bit. Rains have come through our area, and we're taking advantage of this little break from the summer heat to enjoy getting out of the house, to enjoy each other's company, to enjoy not feeling like we're stifling. And today is a very transitional day for us because it looks like this is the end of our participation in the America's Favorite Couple competition. As I record this, there are still about 8 hours left. It is double voting, so if you happen to come across this and you would like to maybe give us one last little boost, we would appreciate it. But at this point, I think we're done, and that's fine because it's been a fun run. We've easily made it through multiple rounds of the competition. We're thankful to everybody who donated in our name to this competition, to the two worthy charities, the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank and Oceana. And moving forward, even if we don't make it, you're still able to vote for other couples and maybe help support those charities as well. So it's looking like that's the end of this little adventure of ours. But we still have 8 hours to go, and you never know what might happen. We're in 4th place. We would need to be in 1st place to move on. So it's possible, but not probable. And the other transitional thing that is happening today is that I'm working to finalize Battleborn Bride. My hope is to put that on pre-sale tomorrow and do my cover reveal in tomorrow's video. So I hope you will stick around for that. It's exciting. I am still trying to get all my back matter put together, but I think what I might do at this point is go ahead and upload a file to Amazon. I can always change it and update it at a later date to make sure everything is the way it should be, but I might do a temporary file for the moment just to make sure I have something up there and that I can put it on pre-sale, because my hope going forward with this little project is that I can actually get some traction going before the book comes out. And it's looking like I might be adding another event to October. We may have actually 2 more events depending on the timing. We may be involved in one event that we signed up for earlier, but we didn't expect to come through. And that might, depending on what day we end up doing that event, it might knock us out of Mark Twain days. So if that's the case, then we will skip that for this year, but I will still be having my book release at the Riverside Gallery in Reno, and I may be doing a book release at Bub's Bookstore here in Carson City as well. So we will have 3, maybe 4 events in October. My plan is to really use those to promote my book. And like I said, I'm finalizing the back matter, but that might not be the final file that I upload to Amazon to put my book on pre-sale. So I think I would have like the week before the book goes live and to make sure that the final file is uploaded. So I might do a temporary file for now, upload a final file later, and then actually we can see what happens from there. So that's also in a very transitional place right now. But like I said, I'm hoping the pre-sale will start tomorrow, and I'm hopeful to be able to do my cover reveal at that point. I will also probably start talking more about my marketing plans then. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. But in the meantime, I have some footage that I recorded. I started with a quick video last night when the temperature first dropped. And then I took some footage while JT and I were out at the Carson River. So we'll go to that, and then I will be back later to kind of wrap things up. So it's 7:15 on Wednesday night, and as you can see, it's 72 degrees in my sunroom. We had some weather come through. We didn't really get any rain, at least nothing that touched the ground. But it's an absolutely gorgeous evening. So I'm hopeful that this will actually help to reduce the fire issues up in Reno. But just thought I'd start my Thursday video with a little bit of my Wednesday evening. And here we are at Riverview Park in Carson City. My apologies for the shaky footage. I am testing out a selfie stick. Also, I am recording the audio to this after we have arrived home later in the morning, so I'm trying to match up the audio with the video as much as possible. I hope you'll bear with me. I'm doing a lot of editing on this video. But this is the trail headed north in Riverview Park. It is at the end of 5th Street on the east side of Carson City, and it is to the west of the Carson River. To the north, looking straight ahead, you can tell that at the end of the trail there are some hills. That would be the Virginia Range, the Virginia Range where Virginia City is located. Over to the right here, to the east, these are the pine nuts, I believe. And you can see that there is some beautiful cloud cover this morning. It is cool-ish as we are out walking. I believe it is in the low to mid 60s. So it is a very pleasant walk. Over the hill to the left of us, on the other side of it's kind of a berm, is a housing subdivision. So there are some very nice houses out here. Also, this is the side of town that has Eagle Valley Middle School. So Carson City has two middle schools, Eagle Valley and Carson Middle, one on the east side of town, one on the west side of town. So Eagle Valley is closest to Riverview Park. But as you can see, the trail is fairly flat. It's sandy. It is surrounded by sagebrush. And if you can see any little yellow blooms there, that would be rabbit brush. Also, there is some marshy area with some native grasses. Again, the pine nuts to the east, some beautiful cloud cover. It's a gorgeous day. And those trees that you see off to the east, we will be walking along there in just a moment. But this is a fun trail. It is about a mile and a half loop, I believe, just for this part of the trail. It does connect to other trails as well. Also, on our way out to Riverview Park today, we were passing through a construction area and were paused at a temporary traffic signal, and a coyote crossed the road. Now, we haven't seen any coyotes in the park, which is fortunate because today the park was full of dogs. We saw a half dozen of them or more. A lot of people were out, and we were joking that it was dog day at the park. But it was a very beautiful day for a walk, and saw a lot of friendly people and friendly dogs, and we were excuse me, we were really enjoying our time. Again, my apologies for the uneven footage. I am doing my best to not trip over things while I'm using my selfie stick. So these are things I'm practicing because I hope to do more recording while I'm out and about in the area. JT and I often walk at Riverview Park. That's a tongue twister because it is a very nice place to be, but it can get a little warm. So here are those trees that I mentioned that were to the east. We have now made a part of the loop and are walking south. So the hills that you see to the right are actually that is the Prison Hill Recreation Area behind Silver Saddle Ranch, and it is to the southwest of Riverview Park. So those hills on the other side of them would be South Carson City and going into Douglas County. But this part of the trail is actually my favorite. I love the shade in here. There are a lot of cottonwood trees, they live about 100 to 200 years. Also, there are the Sierra Nevada mountains and a little view of where we were walking before. But the cottonwoods here, unfortunately, some of them have reached their lifespan and have started falling, but they're still enough to provide a lot of shade. So this part of the trail is very pleasant. Again, apologies for the uneven footage. I didn't trip, which was a good thing, but I do love this part of the trail, especially going into the fall. The colors here are just absolutely gorgeous. And you will see some color here in just a moment because one of the trees decided to start showing its fall foliage a bit early since we are just in mid-August. Also, to the left or the east of us right here, down in those bushes, is the Carson River, and someone is down there with a dog. I could hear them throwing a ball for their dog to play. So this is one of my favorite parts of this walk. I really love this trail, and if you are in the Carson City area, this is definitely a fun place to check out. Also, you will see a little hint of things to come on the ground to the left there because there are a lot of horse droppings. We've noticed quite a bit of them along the trail, and you will see why in just a few moments. But in the meantime, we're going to continue along this pathway. Here is a view of the Carson River from the left of where we were walking. It is a very pretty view. That again is looking east. This is looking to the southwest in the Prison Hill Recreation Area. And here is that yellow tree I was talking about. It's turned color quite a bit earlier than normal. And there are the horses who left the droppings on the ground because there was a stallion, several mares, and a few foals that were grazing along this part of the trail. This is to the right or to the west of where we were just walking through the trees. Unfortunately, there were quite a few people here. There were a couple on bicycles, and the woman on the bicycle decided to get off and try to approach the horses. These are wild horses. It is illegal to mess with them. Also, the dark horse to the left is a stallion, and several of us had to talk her out of approaching this herd because it would have been a danger to her, and then the horses may have had to be relocated. So don't mess with wild horses, folks. As you can see, we had a really nice outing this morning. The weather was beautiful, so gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed that footage, especially of the wild horses. And like I said, today is our last opportunity to progress in the America's Favorite Couple competition if you're so inclined to vote for us. As I record this, today is August 13th, 2026. So if you're seeing this video after that date, that's probably a done deal. But also, I will be finalizing Battleborn Bride and getting that uploaded for pre-sale so that hopefully in tomorrow's video, I will announce the pre-sale and do my cover reveal. So I hope you will come back for that. Again, if you're watching this on August 13th, 2026, that video will be going live on August 14th. And the book, Battleborn Bride, will be available in wide release on October 31st, 2026. So if you're seeing this prior to that date, obviously the pre-sale will be available. If you are seeing this after October 31st, 2026, then the book should be live everywhere. So hopefully you will go check that out. And if you are seeing this after October 31st, I also hope you will check out all the videos that I will have recorded in that 2 to 3 month period talking about marketing. And I plan to do some videos about the history of Carson City and how that plays into Battleborn Bride. So there's a lot coming up. Even though it looks like our participation in America's Favorite Couple is done for today, you can still support us. And maybe we could become your favorite couple, your favorite writing couple, if you go and check out our website at www.carsonhume.com. You can sign up for our newsletter there. We send it out once a month. That gives you updates as to our book releases, our book events, all of that good stuff. You can also check our bookstore at carsonhume.square.site. And if you are interested in checking out the Nevada Author Network, we are at twomorebooks.com, TWOMOORE books.com. That is where we interview local authors who are members of the Sierra Arts literary community. It is a collaboration with the Sierra Arts Foundation, and we should have another new video going live on that channel, that podcast, very soon. We're recording one. I think it's going to be going live on Wednesday. Oh, what would that be? August 19th? It will be the Wednesday after this video has posted. So we still have a lot going on, and we hope you will follow along on our adventures. In the meantime, I will finish this for today, get back to work on Battleborn Bride, so hopefully I can do all that stuff tomorrow. And I hope you're having a good day and a good week so far, and I will talk with you again tomorrow. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is The Life of a Writer. Take care.